Day 22. I want to talk a minute about healing. I'm a Christian. I believe that God is in control of my life and my health. And I just wanted to share a couple of things that God has brought me through many times, countless at this point. And that is that I'm not in control of my health. You would say, oh, but Charity, you have a responsibility. And that's true. I have to be a good steward. You know, I had a coworker once that was pregnant and smoking. And I said, oh, you know, aren't you worried about the health of your baby? Oh, I just trust God with that. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about chowing down on cheeseburgers and saying that God will take care of it. What I'm talking about is, well, the biggest one that God showed me is when I had my stroke. I was eating a gluten, dairy, sugar-free diet. I was at a healthy weight, and I was exercising. According to the textbooks, I was doing everything that you could and should do. And I had a stroke, and they never did find out why. So as I face the frustrations of what's going on with me right now, where I had blood work done and it took the doctors, I'm not sure which doctor, the sending doctor or the receiving doctor, 3 weeks for that blood work to get from A to B. And so A doctor couldn't talk to me for a month from the blood work, and B doctor, which is an endocrinologist, didn't get the blood work for 3 weeks. So she's wanting me to redraw the blood next week because that's old news. 3 weeks, 4 weeks is old news when you're working on blood thinner, not blood thinners, but blood work. So in that frustration, I had to remind myself, this isn't my first rodeo. This isn't the first time I've been frustrated with medical care. I think they're good doctors. I think that sometimes office personnel or fax machines or just life happens. And I'm the one that pays. But I believe in a sovereign God. And He has my days numbered. He knows what's going on with me. If my thyroid is going to die, He knows that. And no amount of phone calls or faxes or lack thereof is going to change what God has planned for me. I'm going to be diligent. I'm going to do and try to take care of myself. But ultimately, He's in control of all of that. I'm going to leave you with Job 14, verse 5. This is Job talking about man, seeing his days are determined. God already has the number of days that I'm going to live determined. The number of His months are with thee. I'm referring to God. How many months I have on this earth, it's already been determined. Not to be fatalistic, but I'm just trusting God through this process in my frustration. See you tomorrow.